Are you ready?
Yo, what's going on, peeps? Happy Friday. We've made it to the weekend. Finally, we are here, and a lot of you guys have requested me to go over this. Hey, what's going on, man? Shout out to everybody watching the video. Rather, if it's now live, which is kind of spontaneous. I didn't plan on going live, but there's a specific reason we are going live, which I'll go here in a minute. But many of you guys wanted me to react to this, and there's two different parts to it. You guys seen the community post earlier this morning. But the reason we are live, you know what? Wait, let's wait for more people to get in. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. 313 JMO's channel. Go over there. Above the Rim is going to be on his channel this week. We're flip-flopping every other week. We got a very special show. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. I seen he cut a promo or a trailer for it or something. I have to check that out, see how good that's going to be. But no, let's not delay this thing. The reason we went live is because I'm pretty sure I made another post for this. I don't remember if this did this go through or not. It didn't. So let me go ahead and see if I can't post this real quick on Instagram or not Instagram. Oh, I didn't save it. Okay. Man, what was his name? Keith Smith. There it was. Per Keith Smith. Officially, Josh Smith is off the Detroit Pistons books. Officially. Can I get a hallelujah? So, reason we go live for this, we got the Drew Weiser. And, oh no, where's the camera? We got the apple juice, baby. This is a celebration. We did it, what, 2 weeks ago? Was it 2 weeks ago? I don't like the way my camera's centered. There we go. We did it about 2 weeks ago. We celebrated that this was going to be the last year that he was on it. But per Keith, it's a great name. Not really. He is officially off the books. So, on behalf of Pistons Twitter, behalf on all the peeps out there, all 3.24K of you guys. It's a lot. On behalf of all of you, Pistons Nation, Pistons fans across the world, Atlanta, I almost said Falcons, Atlanta Hawks fans who felt kind of, I don't even know if they felt better about it, but hey, here's to everybody who was affected by Josh Smith, who is no longer in the NBA, who is no longer on our salary books, who we are no longer going to pay. Here is to all of you. Cheers. Everybody at home, be safe out there. Now, let's get to business. Let us get to business. Make sure I got it pulled up. All right, I got it pulled up. Now, these are from two different people. One mock draft is from Kyle Bone. He did this, what's today's date? The 8th. So his is officially a week old. And the other one, Gary Parrish, did his on the 4th. So his is only 4 days old. However, and I'm not sure. Can I tweak with this? I don't want to mess with it. Yeah, I'll mess with it when I share the screen. I'm feeling that shot already. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm not sure how they did this. But in both of these, the Detroit Pistons have the 3rd overall pick. Right now, we would be projected as the 5th pick. Let me go ahead and share the screen with you guys. So you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at. You guys can see my setup. Boom. And now we're here. I don't got any ads up here. And these are from Twitter. So YouTube, if you copy strike me or copyright me from this, your mom is a very naughty lady. But let's start with Calabone. I don't see both. Okay, so in both, I guess both of these, the first 4 picks are the same. Only difference I see through the first 7 picks that are on the screen is that Washington has the 5th pick in one, and Atlanta has the 5th pick in the other. And both of them, LaMelo goes to Golden State number 1. I am not so sure about that. And looking at Kyle's, I'm not seeing a Wiseman in the top 7. How far did Wiseman fall? Man, he doesn't even have... He's got Wiseman going to Memphis at the 12th. What? I'm not a big Wiseman fan, but I don't know how that's going. See, LaMelo to Golden State is not going to work as well as you think it would, because he's going to be needing minutes from Steph Curry, from Klay Thompson in order to get on the court. I mean, he'd be great for the bench. Trust me, it would, and probably for his longevity and development, it might be good. But I think he's ready to play right now. I really think that they are really heavy on Wiseman. It fills their need. It's a perfect fit for him. Even if they have to trade down, I think that's the right move for them, because he could be like, if you get him, they're almost going to be unstoppable, because you're going to have Steph and Klay. They just traded for Andrew Wiggins. Many people forgot about him. They got Draymond. That's 1 through 4 right there. They really need a 5. And even though Wiseman might not be the best player in the draft, it fits what they need. So if they have to trade down to do it, go for it. Cleveland, they pretty much need whatever they can get. So if they fall to 2 and get Anthony Edwards, hey, it is what it is. It's a very realistic possibility that he won't be there for us. However, at number 3, we take Killian Hayes. Now, it is a need for the Pistons to get a point guard. I wouldn't have a problem with it. You see Tyrese there at 6. A lot of you guys are pretty high on him. I have not studied him as much as I should have. I think he's probably going to be the next film study we do, although I had to cheat because on Above the Rim we will be talking about if the Pistons should go after him in the draft or not. So I'm going to do a little bit of my homework with you guys and then see what I like about him, what I don't like. But at 3, the Pistons and this guy's draft are taking Killian Hayes. I think that a lot of people aren't studying Killian Hayes the way we are. Because you look at Minnesota, they're in the race to get a pick ahead of us, but they just traded for D'Lo. They don't need a point guard. Atlanta, they got Trae Young. They don't need a point guard. Chicago down there at 7. They got Kobe White. People are either like him or hate him. Zach LaVine's got a lot of the ball handling responsibilities. I don't think they necessarily need a point guard. I think Chris Dunn's a free agent. They have an opportunity to re-sign him. So I don't know if they're necessarily looking at a point guard. Again, Chicago's one of those teams that they pretty much just need whatever. They're not really solid on any one position. They, like Zach LaVine's good, so they probably don't need a shooting guard. But Zach's a tweener. He can play the 1. He can play the 3, even though he might be undersized or oversized for that position. Marketing, we don't really know what's going on with him. There was a whole trade rumor thing a while ago, so I don't really know how solidified he is. But, I mean, really, we're the only team out here that needs a point guard. So I think that Killian, after that long rant, will be available later than 3. So this might be an opportunity for the Pistons to get some capital and trade up or down, depending on where you want to go. I think that the Pistons, if they get the 3rd overall pick, could trade the 3rd overall pick and maybe a Blake to move up to the Warriors spot and get number 1, get Melo, get Edwards, whoever they wanted, and really make some noise. I think that the Pistons are going to have the opportunity of a lifetime to trade up, to trade down, however they feel is comfortable. If they're not high on LaMelo or Anthony Edwards, trade down and get Killian Hayes. One of those 3 players you can go out there and get if it's not an opportunity. At 3, we're sitting pretty. For Gary's, Warriors get LaMelo there. Again, I don't think it's going to happen. Obi Toppin goes to Cleveland with the 2nd overall pick. And I like Obi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I do like Obi. But number 2 overall, again, I don't know. See, Cleveland's a big I don't know, because I think Andre is going to opt into his player contract to him over there. For right now, Kevin Love's still under contract. So that's your 4 and your 5. Doing this means you finally found a trade partner for Kevin Love. You're moving on. You have a young duo with Toppin and Drummond. Again, we talked about Toppin a little bit. I watched a lot of his study film. Again, we haven't done it together yet. We will. Trust me, we will. A lot of his problem is his ability to be consistent stretching the floor out. And that's been Andre's problem here in Detroit. We should know it firsthand is we never got good floor spacers. We never had good point guard play. For them to draft a point guard with Andre Drummond this year is probably a pretty nice fit. But again, I don't know what Cleveland's looking at. I'm not studying Cleveland. I'm studying Detroit. This guy has us taking Anthony Edwards with the 3rd overall pick. This is a pretty good scenario. We're shooting guard heavy. Luke Kennard, Mykhailiuk, Bruce Brown, Kyrie Thomas. Langston Galloway is a free agent, but we could re-sign him because Dwayne Casey likes him. That's something we'll talk about. Again, I've been trying to talk about it, but we've been pushing out different videos left and right. We're shooting guard heavy, but Edwards is probably one of the most, if not the most talented player in the draft right now. He's the most NBA ready. I will not be disappointed with this pick whatsoever if we are here. However, I have to discredit this pick because why would the Timberwolves take Wiseman? Doesn't make any sense to me. None whatsoever. And this is kind of the thing we don't really know how to take or react to, because if you look on the other guy, Killian Hayes went in the top 3. No Wiseman in the top 10 or whatever it was. And he doesn't have Killian Hayes in the top 5. However, he's got New York taking Cole Anthony. I don't know how credible either one of these really are. Let's see where Killian Hayes falls in his draft. Yikes. I don't even see him. Does he not know who Killian Hayes is? Did I miss Killian? Am I tripping? I don't see Killian Hayes on there at all. Oh, he's number 9. Okay, I skipped over him. Charlotte gets him. Charlotte needs a point guard, so I guess he is in the top 10. I don't know. I don't really know how credible we can make either one of these. I hope the Pistons get a top 3 pick. Because, I mean, look. All right, let's lose Gary's here on the right. Melo, Obi, Edwards, Wiseman, all in the top 4. I'm cool with either one of those players. We need any of those players. I'll be fine with that. So if we get a top 3, top 4 pick, I'll be cool. If we're number 5, where we're projected, I think Killian Hayes would be there for Kyle's. On Gary's, Killian Hayes is still available. So if we're sitting pretty at 5, Melo off the board, we're guaranteed Killian Hayes. Guaranteed. I would much rather have Melo. I think Melo's got more star potential, but you can't always get what you wish for. Let me go ahead and switch back to this. You guys can screenshot that if you want to refer to it. A lot of you guys just wanted me to react to it, so hey. I think that we draft Killian if Melo's not on the board, because we need a point guard. And I like I said, I did that video a couple days ago where I was looking at free agencies and I was looking at point guard in case Melo or Killian Hayes wasn't available there, or if we were shooting for Melo. If Melo's off the board, we're not feeling comfortable with Cole Anthony, Hayes, or Tyrese. That we're looking free agency to get one. And there's some good point guards out there, but they're not what these guys are going to be. These guys all are young and have potential, and they might not live up to anything we're going to give them. Melo might be a bust. Killian Hayes may never develop. Tyrese might not be all that. Cole Anthony might get hurt. I mean, it's all kinds. It's a draft. You're not given or guaranteed anything. But I'd rather take that gamble and hit a home run than to give Dragic $20 million. I'd rather do that than give Van Vliet $20 million. If you kind of get to my drift. I don't want to overpay for these point guards because a lot of the top point guards in this, with the exception of Van Vliet, are older. I don't want to keep doing that same old song and dance. I'm cool paying younger talent because younger talent is tradable. Because there's always this key word, and it gives you draft capital, it gives you promise, and that one word is potential. Potential. Don't underestimate that. So if you sign someone who's 24, 25, keyword potential. Andre Drummond, we just traded him. He's 25, 26. You still got potential. Once you hit 30, It's pretty much as good as you're going to get. You're not going to get a whole lot better. So if you're a little bit under that, 5-6 years under that, keyword potential, man. People want it. Not everyone's going to have those. Not everyone's going to have a Kobe, an MJ, or LeBron in the draft class. If that was the case, then the NBA would be awesome every single year. But it's not the case. I'm pouring me another shot because I want to celebrate with you guys for us not paying Josh Smith. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. I want to talk to you guys some more about this. Just so you guys know, in case you weren't here on my channel, we didn't do it on my channel last year for other reasons. I don't know why still. But we'll go live during the draft, whenever that draft is. They push back the lottery. They push back the combine. Because they don't know what they're doing with the NBA season yet. If it comes back, it's going to push back the lottery because if they start in the regular season, teams still have a chance to get better. Like the Pistons, if they bring back the season, yikes, the shot's getting to me, man. They bring back the season, the Pistons still can get worse. So they technically still have a shot to be the worst team in the East, which helps them get a better shot at number 1, which gives them a better shot at LaMelo, Edwards, whoever. So that's why they push back the lottery for right now. If they decide to go right back into the playoffs, again, I don't know. I do have a video that I haven't recorded yet. It's just an idea of how the NBA can come back now. I don't think a lot of people are going to like it. I think a lot of people will probably be mad at me, but I'm going to give my viewpoint. It's not political or anything like that. I don't do politics. That's one thing Detroit Drew can guarantee you. I don't do politics. So stay tuned for that. Again, tomorrow, 3 p.m. on 313 JMO's channel. It's a lot of threes. Excuse my French. We're going live, man. We're going to talk some draft. We'll be talking some trades. And then we'll be naming the top 5 players per position this year. So stay tuned for that, man. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. Saturdays don't get here fast enough. Ball don't lie, worldwide. I appreciate the $4.99, sir. That should pop up here in a minute. But the chat's faster than StreamYard. No, Streamlabs is what I'm using now. There's a lot of StreamYards, Streamlabs stuff. But he says, I like Dini. I know this is a dude from Israel. I have yet to learn how to pronounce his name. You guys know. I am the worst. There it is. I am the worst at pronouncing names. Nothing against the player. I know exactly who he is. I just don't know how to pronounce his name correctly. You guys remember when we got Mihailuk? It took me forever. I still don't know how to pronounce his first real name. I just call him Sfeep. And a lot of you guys say I don't pronounce that right. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal against the player. I'm just terrible with it. I admit it. Okay? That's why I have an easy name like Drew. Everyone can say Drew. Except for Luke G. He calls me Jew a lot. I don't know why. But you think he's a top 4 pick. Don't take a PG at all costs. Only if best available. And I see where you're coming from. And that's usually my case. Take the best player available. Because I don't want us to pass on a Giannis, a Kawhi, a Paul George, a Kemba. I mean, we could do this all day. We can do this all day, man. I've done this a million times. I just use recent names, but I mean, you can think of Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. I mean, how much do you want me to do? Because I can go shot for shot with you. Point being is this is kind of different because the free agency class sucks. It kind of seems like no one's really ready for this offseason because it kind of sucks compared to the last one. The last one was great. We got John Morant. We got Zion. AD got traded. We all knew he was going to get traded in the offseason. It was just where to. The Lakers wanted him. They got him. Kawhi Leonard was a free agent. Kyrie, KD, free agents. They all went somewhere new. It's exciting. They're top players. Kind of sound like Colin Cowherd, and I don't want to. But that's what the NBA feeds off of storylines. And looking at free agency, there's not any A-plus players. There's no superstars. There's all-stars, potential all-stars, borderline all-stars. But how consistent are they going to be? Let's be honest, man. If we go outside in free agency and spend a lot of money, it's not going to be a huge reward. There's not a single player out there in free agency that is going to come into the starting lineup and change this team that drastically. There's no Kyries, KDs, Kawhis. And for right now, which, as the NBA can change on the dime, there's no star players available via trade right now. And again, that can change. The trade can change. People might be unhappy. All it takes is a Rudy Gobert unsure trust in his locker room for some people to start asking for trades. It's that simple. People cannot like people and want to get out. But for right now, no superstars asking for a trade. Pistons are unfortunate that they started tanking right now, but it is what it is. You can't complain. We're in this thing together now. So I just feel that maybe you're right, man. Maybe the Pistons need to take best player available. But just looking at the free agency, man, even outside of point guard, I would probably say free agency is deepest at the center position. I think we can get some quality. What's going on, D-Map? I think we can go out there, get a quality center. Again, not going to be a superstar, though. You're going to have people like Dwight Howard, who is going to be a good role player at this point in his career. JaVale McGee, a good role player. Aaron Baines has gotten way better. He's not going anywhere, though. So is Brandon Ingram's a free agent, too. He's not going anywhere. AD is going to resign. Only reason he turned them on contract is because he can get more money if he waited. He's not going anywhere. Lakers were the best team out west. He's not leaving. He's where he wants to be. So, again, I think next year we're going to get Giannis. Again, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. And there's somebody else really big next year, too. I have to double check. But this draft is important, man. We have to get this right. Because if we do, we get a good, super talented player. Super potential-ish. Is that potential-ish a word? I don't know. I just made that up. If we get somebody as good as a Trae Young or a Luka, you can draw free agents because people want to play with good people nowadays. If you get a LaMelo and he turns out to be better than Lonzo, the next Steph Curry, the next Trae Young, whatever it would be, people are going to want to come and play for Detroit. You're seeing it now, man. People don't necessarily care about playing in the big city like it was perceived 5-6 years ago. People want to play with good superstar talent. Look at Milwaukee. Yeah, they don't have another superstar talent next to Giannis, but they're able to get top-tier role player free agents. Brook Lopez is the most underrated center in the league. I think out of all these centers besides Joel Embiid, he causes us the most problems when we go against him. And that's when we had Andre. He tore us apart. And then you added Robin Lopez, who is not as good as Brook offensively, but he's a solid defender. He does the little stuff. You're able to get the Kyle Korvers. You're able to keep the Chris Middletons, who made the All-Star team. It's just stuff like that. Milwaukee's not a better city than Detroit, but they have a better player in Giannis who you can build around. People want to play with Giannis. People like Giannis. Whoever hacked his Twitter account can go straight to hell for all I care. You don't do that. That is so stupid. It's absolute. Spurs did trade him there. If he was in San Antonio right now, you'd be in a completely different conversation. Oh wait, no, they didn't trade. They traded George Hill. Is what I was thinking of. Maybe they traded draft picks. I was thinking it was somewhere else. But for everyone in the chat right now, if you did not know, per Keith Smith, he is a writer for Yahoo, covers a lot of things basketball. I'm not sure if he covers NFL or not, but per him, via his Twitter, I was going to post it on a comment, but I didn't have internet connection at work. Josh Smith is officially off the Detroit Pistons salary cap books. So for that, we already did one. Let's get ready for another one. Here is shoot number 2. For all the Pistons fans, for all the Josh Smith fans let down, for the Hawks fans who were let down or disappointed, I dedicate this shot of apple juice to everyone affected by the curse of Josh Smith. His contract will rest in peace, and it, frankly, will burn in hell. Here's to everybody, man. The end of an era. the dawn of a new Detroit Drew 2020. Oh, yeah. Woo. Gotta do a woo. So, I'm going to save a lot of these questions you guys have for Above the Rim tomorrow on JMO's channel. It's going to be good, man. 3 o'clock. Be there, be square. Go subscribe to JMO. And I want to get JMO to 1,000 subscribers. He's very close. Very, very close. Ball don't lie, man. If you want to come on, let me know. I don't know how many people we're going to have on, but, man, you are welcome. I will send you the invite. And if anybody else wants to come on Above the Rim, all you have to do is hit me on Instagram or Twitter. Links are in the description. Slide in my DMs. It's cool. I don't bite. I don't judge you. If you're a little bit weird, hey, everyone's got their perks, hey. We'll talk. Got a ton of people sending me trade requests, trade rumors, stuff like that. Just all kinds of stuff. So that's the best way to interact with me off of YouTube. I'm almost on Twitter almost all the time. Although a lot of you guys are more active on Instagram, which is cool. Hey, you're younger. I get it. Also, a cool way for you to connect with us is the DSA website. You can contact any of us. So if you want to go talk smack to Luke G about some Lions talk, go over there. I know a lot of you guys don't like my Lions views because I don't think they're going to do good this year, but it is what it is. You can go on there. We got a contact us page. It's super dope, man. This website that Jim made, aka Lions on the Prowl, it's just so awesome. Never in a million years would I thought I'd have a website that featured me on it, but it's got everybody on there. It lets you know whose channel Above the Rim is going to be on, when, what time. Because the reason it is on 3 o'clock this Saturday is because I have to work, unfortunately. And it is what it is. But it lets you guys know. If you guys miss a video, you don't hear me plug it, you don't hear JMO plug it, I know he's ready to go, man. He's fired up for this one. So just go over there on the website, check that out, man. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. Eventually, I'm not sure how much further down the line it's going to be. We're going to have merch. T-shirts, coffee mugs, hats, so on and so forth. You'll get the Drew 316 shirt. We've got a lot of DSA merch. It's going to be dope. So you're going to want to save that website for all this stuff. JMO's channel, 313JMO. You type that in the search bar. His link is also in the description to his channel. You can click on that and go to it. I will share it on Instagram and Twitter after I get off. I'm going to make sure I scheduled it so I don't forget. It's going to be awesome, man. It's so dope, so fun. We need you guys to come out so you can interact with us. We will be interacting with you guys throughout the show because we will be grading the NBA season kind of, and by naming the top 5 players by position. So we're going top 5 point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers in the league this season based off of stats and statistics. So we'll have to see, man. I know CA3's fired up and stuff like that, so I can't wait, man. But without further ado, I'm going to pick up my food, continue to drink, and I have to work tomorrow, so I can't stay up too late. But I'm ready for it, man. I'm fired up for tomorrow. I'm ready to talk some draft with you guys before we get into the top 5 players. I'm ready for the top 5 players, man. I am just hyped and rejuvenated to talk basketball. But without further ado, guys, have a good night. Enjoy your Friday. Be safe. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Whatever you got to do. I'm not judging if you don't. Do whatever you got to do. That's the bottom line because Detroit Drew said so. Peace.
Are you ready?